What's up? I'm Patrick and welcome to ISW Reacts. Today I'm reacting to Hyo Shin, Breath. This is a request by Judy. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. She said that she's hoping to introduce me to another young artist she recently came across. Hyo Shin is a South Korean singer, and his song Breath is about how everyday life can become heavy because of the stress society can place on us. The lyrics remind us to pause and catch our breath and remember to focus on our hopes and dreams. His voice is lovely and the lyrics are just good food for the soul these days. That sounds great already. I've never heard anything by or about this artist before, so I'm excited to check him out for the first time today. If you want to be like Judy and support me and my channel, you can also request a song on my Buy Me Coffee page, or you can check out my Patreon where you can find some exclusive content, full concert reactions, you get requests included monthly, and some other things. The links are in the description if you're interested. Thank you very much. Before we start, please also leave a like, consider subscribing, and now let's just get into it.
오늘 하루 쉴숨이 오늘 하루 쉴 곳이 오늘만큼 이렇게 또 한 번 살아가
Such a soft voice.
침대 밑에 놓아둔 지난 밤의 꿈꾸미 지친 마음을 덮으며 눈을 감는다. 괜찮아, 남들과는 조금은 다른 모양 속에 나 홀로 잠들어 다시 오는 아침에 눈을 뜨면 웃고프다.
It's beautiful.
오늘 같은 밤 이대로 머물러도 될 꿈이라면 바랄 수 없는 걸 바라도 된다면 두렵지 않다면 너처럼 오늘 같은 날 마른 줄 알았던 오래된 눈물이 흐르며 잠들지 않는 내 작은 가슴이 숨을 쉰다.
He has so much control over his voice.
끝도 없이 먼 하늘 날아가는 새처럼 뒤돌아보지 않을래. 이 길 넘어 어딘가 봄이 힘없이 멈춰있던 세상에 비가 내리고 다시 자라난 오늘 그 하루를 살아. 오늘 같은 밤
Nice
이대로
pause.
머물러도 될 꿈이라면 바랄 수 없는 걸 바라도 된다면 두렵지 없지 않다면 너처럼 오늘 같은 날 마른 줄 알았던 오래된 눈물이 흐르며 잠들지 않는 이 어린 가슴이 숨을 쉰다. 고단했던 내 하루가 숨을 쉰다.
Wow. What a beautiful song. This had so much feeling, so many emotions. He's a great singer and the whole arrangement was beautiful. I loved it. I think he shows that he has a great range with his vocals from low to high, but also from very soft to more powerful. He shows, remarkable control over his voice, the breath control, how perfectly he's hitting every note while still singing with a lot of emotion, a lot of vibrato, and his phrasing. Everything is just sounding perfectly throughout the song. Yeah, he's mostly singing very gently. There are very calm passages, and for the whole song it feels very heartfelt, very intimate, very personal. I also like the tone of his voice a lot. It's very warm and very rich, both in the lower but also in the higher registers. And what I also found very impressive is that I mentioned that he sings with a lot of feeling. He's transporting this feeling so well, and the softer passages carry the same emotional weight as like the more powerful ones, and all that while feeling like it's just so authentic. I don't know, maybe it's also enhanced by the music video that captured the atmosphere of the song perfectly, I think, and how he's performing there, but that all makes it feel less like performative, but more like he's just sitting there and honestly singing about what he's feeling. I think that's great, and it's obviously very important for the song, for the atmosphere, that the instrumentation is that great as well. I really like that there are some very interesting chord progressions and melodies. So it's a piano ballad, but still very unique, and especially the piano goes along with the dynamics of the vocals in some parts very well when they both build up, and that creates those big crescendos, even in the moments where there are no other instruments yet, but just his voice and the piano mainly. I don't know, it makes me feel like the piano is played in an expressive way and is just going along with the emotions, if you know what I mean. And then of course there are those orchestral elements that enter gradually, starting with a very subtle layer of, I don't know, maybe a synth sound or at least like some produced strings, if you know what I mean. And then it keeps on expanding, more layers are added, the volume, the intensity of those orchestral string elements is increasing. It's towards the end of the song then also playing some higher notes, so it's just continuously growing pretty organically from like this quiet beginning to the climactic moments towards the end of the song. So I guess you could probably say that the whole song is one crescendo. It's there's this, I don't know, slow burn that's very effective, but at the same time, even in those bigger climactic moments in the last half of the song, it doesn't lose like its tenderness, and it's not getting overly dramatic or anything, but it's keeping this heartfelt, intimate atmosphere. I think Judy summed up the lyrics pretty well in the message I read in the beginning. I read the translation, and I also really like the lyrics. It's a lot of metaphors, a lot of imagery he's creating, and I like the message, but I also like how he's bringing this message across, because it's, I don't know, such a realistic way, while the core message is comforting and probably positive, optimistic. He's also talking about struggles, and that's part of life, that there is pain, that there are challenges in like everyday life, personal struggles or social expectations can be overwhelming, and there are so many things that can exhaust you, that can drain you, but yeah, at the end, it's important to be resilient, find your own strength to continue. And I think this, core theme of taking a breath that's already in the title, metaphorically, but also literally in some moments of the day, is pretty helpful. Sometimes you need to step back, to just pause, to just take a breath, forget about the stress, and then start again. I also sometimes tell that to myself when like there's a lot going on and so much is happening. I feel so stressed, and sometimes just you need to sit down for a couple of minutes, just take a few deep breaths, and I don't know, reset your mind to get calm again, because that already helps sometimes to stop being hectic and just start over calmly. And I kind of get that from the lyrics. I don't know if it's deliberate, but I think what's pretty fitting is during the song I mentioned that one pause that I liked, where it's like building up, and then there's a break of the instrumentation and also of the singing, and then it continues. And I don't know, that kind of reminds me of that whole concept of the lyrics, like this break, this breath in that moment, also in the music, and then it starts again. I don't know if that's deliberate, but I don't know, I find it kind of fitting. So I think, like Judy said, it's great lyrics. I like the message, and I completely agree. I think it should be, and it is, totally acceptable and totally normal to sometimes feel tired, to feel exhausted, to feel overwhelmed, to sometimes cry, to sometimes, I don't know, take a break, take a pause, and then just breathe, just try to find your strength again, try to recharge, and then collect the strength to move forward again. Thank you very much, Judy, for this request. I enjoyed it a lot. I think this is a beautiful song, a beautiful composition of the music, and an extremely great singer. He's got such a nice voice. I really like his tone. I really like his delivery. I love how he's bringing across those emotions, how he's, together with the music, creating this atmosphere. He shows some great range, and especially this authentic, heartfelt way of singing in mostly a pretty soft, calm, gentle way, but also having peaks of powerful moments. Is just sounding awesome, and I loved this a lot. Please let me know what other songs by him I should check out, or if you have any other artists you would like me to react to, please also let me know. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, consider subscribing, and thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.
Till it burns into ashes. I was blind, but now I know. A pretty takes its toll. Took them off, now the colors bleed.